So in reality, our human life is our most important possession. We all need a long life. If we lose this life, we will lose our opportunity to enjoy a human life, to practice Dharma, and to attain liberation and enlightenment. In general, as Geshe has said elsewhere, he says, everybody's interested in a long life. And mostly, with just an ordinary attitude, we kind of stop at the first point that Geshe makes here. I want a long life so I can enjoy a human life. Never mind the fact that a lot of suffering seems to be coming along with it as well, but that's why we want to stay alive, But, Geshe has said, if you're going to be using your life for non-virtue, maybe better you have a short life. We want a long life so that we can fulfill the goals, our spiritual goals, We want a long life so that we can achieve long-term happiness beyond the scope of just this one life. Yeah, we want to enjoy this human life for sure. And actually enjoying this human life is a wonderful side effect of practicing Dharma. Because in truth, and we're going to get into that over the weekend, when we train in Dharma, we're actually learning to train in what we might call pure enjoyment, meaningful enjoyment. So we will definitely enjoy our human life, but in a meaningful way. But we'll be creating the causes for long-term future peace, happiness, freedom, and eventually liberation and full enlightenment. And so that's why we want a long life. This is why Gyatso said that for those who wish to experience pure happiness, the greatest obstacles to the fulfillment of their wishes are death and ignorance. Death and ignorance. Great title for something or other. Death and ignorance. It always reminds me of, that kind of somewhat jokey statement that the only thing we're certain of in this life is death and taxes. But the truth is we're actually not even certain of the taxes. We're just certain of death. Death is definite. And untimely death, a sort of a premature death, would obviously bring to end this precious human life. So we want to overcome untimely death, and we want to overcome our ignorance. Death destroys our opportunity to take the essence of a precious human life. Death destroys our opportunity to take the essence of our precious human life. This is why we need to meditate on death regularly, right? In truth, ideally, we meditate on the inevitability of our death and the fact that I may die today. We want to meditate on that every day because it's that awareness that reminds us what is the essence of our human life. That the essence of our human life is not getting to, experience this enjoyment or that enjoyment. The essence of our human life is to gain Dharma realizations. And death destroys our opportunity to take the essence of a precious human life. And ignorance destroys our opportunity to develop pure experience of Dharma. How's your experience of Dharma? I presume you like Dharma because you're here. Maybe you just stumbled in, I don't know. Or stumbled in outside. Is your experience pure? Is it stable? Is it ongoing? Is it constant in your heart? We all know we want to stay with Dharma. We all know that Dharma is that which will produce authentic happiness, an ongoing happiness conjoined with real peace and inner spaciousness and freedom and wisdom, love, compassion. We know that. And yet for some reason, when you arise from your meditation and you set a good intention to practice during the meditation break. Or you forgot that. Anyway. But we forget, don't we? We get sucked in to ordinary appearances. Yeah. Again, we're going to be looking at that later on, our ordinary appearances and how seductive they are and how much we believe them. And we forget. So why is that? That's our ignorance. Our ignorance of self-grasping, our ignorance of self-cherishing that just contaminates our mind and undermines our spiritual practice. To overcome these obstacles, we need to increase our lifespan and our wisdom. To overcome these obstacles, we need to, 1, increase our lifespan, and 2, increase our wisdom. And the principal method for doing this is the yoga of Buddha Amitayus. This yoga is also a special method for increasing our merit. So, now we know this is why we need to receive this empowerment, because the principal method for increasing our lifespan and for increasing our wisdom and also for increasing our merit, our good karma, our positive energy, our sort of wish fulfillment energy is Buddha Amitayus.